Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to Narrative Story Writing with Miss Hull. Today, I am going to be going over how to write your narrative story for this week's writing assignment. So, let's get started. What am I writing? We would like you to write a fictional story about an ocean animal. Remember, boys and girls, fictional means make believe. So you are writing a make believe story about an ocean animal. I gave you a few examples of what an ocean animal you can write your story about: a dolphin, whale, a shark, seal. There are so many ocean animals that you can write your story about, and you get to pick whichever one you like. Then, story should include, so your story should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I will talk a little bit more about that as we go through this. So, story elements. Remember, you need to have a main character. This will be the main ocean animal that you choose. So, this is the main ocean animal in your story. Then you can have a supporting character or characters if you would like. This would be ocean animals that make a short appearance in your story. Now, do you have to have supporting characters? You do not. But if you choose to have supporting characters, then you can. It is completely up to you. And then you need to have a setting. So a setting is where your story takes place. And we want you to use descriptive details as best you can. So an example is, since we're doing an ocean animal, maybe your animal lives in a crystal clear water, crystal clear ocean. Or maybe your animal is in murky, greenish, kind of brown looking water. Okay, so just use your descriptive details the best you can. A problem. So a problem is what went wrong in your story. Or if you choose not to have a problem, you can have an exciting event. So you would use descriptive words to explain the problem or exciting event. Okay, like I said, you do not have to have a problem. You could have an exciting event if you choose to do that. And a solution. So you need to describe how the problem was solved or how the exciting event ended. Okay? Then I'm going to talk a little bit about a story mountain. So this is how your story should go. Okay, so your beginning. This is where we meet the main characters and we learn about the setting of the story. This is where you're going to use those descriptive details and describe your character and your setting. Then we have events. Important events that lead up to the problem occur. Things are starting to get exciting. So this is when your problem is getting ready to happen or your exciting event is getting ready to happen. Something happens that leads up to that. And at the very top of our mountain, we have our problem. So the problem in the story occurs. The story is really exciting. Okay, like I said before, if you don't want to have a problem, you can have an exciting event. This would be where that occurs. Okay, and then we start going down the other side of the hill or the mountain. We have the solution. So the characters are working towards a solution to the problem. Things are starting to settle down. Okay, so this is where your solution is going to start to happen. Your problem has already occurred or your exciting event has happened, and now your character is working towards a solution. And finally, on the bottom of Story Mountain, we have ending. A solution to the problem has been found, and the story comes to an end. So this is after your exciting event has ended or your problem has had a solution, and now your story comes to an end. So, what do I need to have in my story? This is what you all need to have in your story for this week. So, a beginning. We would like you to introduce the characters and the setting. Remember, use descriptive words, okay? Descriptive detail. I know all of you second graders know how to do that. And then you should have a middle, okay? This is the events in your story leading up to the problem or the exciting event. Okay, so these are events that are happening that's going to lead up to that problem or to that exciting event. And at the end of your story, there we have the problem in your story is solved and you end your story. Okay? So, boys and girls, I hope that this was helpful for you to give your memories a little refresher of how to write a narrative story. And I wish you all the best of luck. I'll see you next time.